2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Blair Athol or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey! Oh, welcome, Luttsy.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Just breezed in the door in his holiday shorts.
He's got a way of just timing things perfect.
Yeah, do you plan
Young
it?
David?
I was early. I had some time-sensitive stuff to take care of over the other end of the building.
Oh,
I was taking a shit.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got it.
Right.
Oh, you didn't get it?
Yes.
Well, I didn't, and now I know.
Yeah.
You talk about your defecation a lot on this show, I've noticed. You shit yourself if you're under pressure and water. Like, it all goes on. You just sit down. What are you doing? You're making me nervous. He's coming all silly. Everyone's silly today.
He's got to set his computer up
I've got
and
to set my
stuff.
computer up and
Oh,
stuff.
right, so you know what's happening in the world. Oh,
Billie Eilish is what's happening.
Oh, yeah, it's a new camping ground, isn't it? Hang
I
on, where
couldn't
is she? Is
I
she
don't know I've ever seen that before. They're camping out at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre.
Yeah.
It must be, first in, best dressed in the mosh pit area, you reckon?
Is that a thing? Is that
know,
a
I mean-
thing? It's been a long time since I've been up front standing.
Oh,
Merchandise is a thing these days. It could just be that. I think the merchandise opens at midday.
Oh, do you reckon
they line
there's
up for
special
that now.
merch?
Well, they just
Special
line
merch?
up because it's like every time you go to a concert now, you look at the merch line and go, I'm not doing that. It's ridiculous.
but have you ever heard of anybody camping out at the entertainment centre? Or is this new territory? Have you heard of it, Mitch?
Not there. I haven't seen it like that. They got a full tent city going on out there.
Yeah,
What
I
age?
haven't seen that before ever.
Would they, oh my God, Nikki, wake up. I've been up since 2 a.m. There was an ambulance in our neighbour's driveway this morning at 2 a.m. The dog was going nuts. Jeremy's running around the house. The kids are up, so I
Jeremy's
was up
not
naturally.
the dog, by the way.
No, Jeremy is
Jeremy's
not the
husband.
dog.
Maybe you need to take a shit.
No, I don't need to take a shit.
I'm just.
No,
I don't know,
I've just
maybe you
been
want
up
to, I don't
since
know,
2, and
help, it's helped me, all right?
I'm just wondering.
Oh,
I
my
feel
laptop's
like,
empty.
oh my
Oh, no.
God.
We got a lot of issues to work out in the break here. We
Alicia's got no voice today.
No, producer's got no voice, so that should be fun. She's been poking me all morning to tell me things. I've been learning sign language this morning. We got double chances to score your invites
Maybe
for
she's
end of
taking shit.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Nick is on his way out to the Entcent as we speak. After 7 o'clock, he's going to be talking to people who've been camping out overnight. And he's got a little something too. That,
Really?
might help out the younger campers out there. But if you're out there, you're listening to us, Nova is on its way.
Because, wait, it's a school day, isn't it? What is
Yeah.
it? It's Tuesday.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay. Wonder what he's got.
Do you know? I feel like you're edging towards
Yeah, I do know what
something.
he's got.
I've forgotten. I signed something before.
You
I don't
did.
even
You
know-
signed
I don't even
it.
know what I signed.
You also just signed away your house.
I literally don't know what I just signed. Someone came in and said, sign this. I don't know. Well, anyway, we'll let's discuss that. That's my old stomping ground, by the way.
The Entcent?
Boondall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Northside represent.
From my
Shout
house,
out.
it was a perfect. The ring road of Boondall from my house was 4.5 k around the ring road and back to my house.
Rollerblading.
No, running. This
Okay.
is back when I was a cross country hero.
Rollerblading.
Back then it would have been roller skating anyway in those days.
Luttsy put the skates on and he'd do that backwards thing too. The crisscross, yeah.
I don't think you could do it because it's paving out there. It'd be too harsh on your skates.
Because you tried
No, I didn't.
every afternoon.
I would have if I could have, but I couldn't really skate
With your
that
little
well.
backpack on your way home from school.
I'd run and cycle. But that was at Nudgy where I did a podcast, did a podcast from my old school with Wes Denning. You ever heard of Wes Denning?
I know that name.
So Wes Denning did Big Brother.
I remember him from Big Brother.
Yeah, I mean, that's where, and then for a hot minute
Did he
there.
go to LA?
Yeah, so for a hot minute there, it looked like he was going to become, like a in front of camera person, I guess. And then he went to LA and became executive producer for a bunch of television shows. Still does it to this day, and I haven't even got them all in front of me. But like the guy's really done really well in America, like as an executive producer of television. Mm-hmm. And he's back now, and he's doing I think it's a 6-part series just for my old alma mater. what do you call it? Nudgy College, and I was, of all the people they could have got, I was number one on their podcast list. I was the first guest.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
The hometown hero.
It's the best thing in the world, because I guess I'm pretty, prominent or visible in Brisbane.
Yeah, well, he's
so
just
it
big in
makes sense.
America. But ultimately, people want to come home.
Exactly. So, I've got that Brisbane sort of thing
Yeah,
going
you got
on.
Brisbane covered.
So they got me as number one, but the greatest thing happened a few years ago. I don't know. And this is not, I know I say Chris Jones' Courier Mail. He had nothing to do with this, but they put out, and Nudgee College is a fairly, it's a fairly significant sort of historical school,
It'd be one of the,
over 100 years.
Be one of the biggest in Queensland.
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
and you've got all sorts of. Like
I always think of
road.
I think of
Wallaby Stars.
I
obviously.
think of when I think of Nudgee
Elton
College,
Flatley.
the first person that pops in my head is Elton Flatley.
Yeah, so he was around when
Apologies.
This was this rugby kid that.
And I've worked with Luttsy for 30 years.
Yeah, no,
Who's
you're right.
Elton?
But it was in grade 9. He was in the first 15. He was this Wallaby rugby superstar that went on to play for the Wallabies.
He was,
and a
he
great
was an
guy.
unbelievable schoolboy footballer.
Yeah,
I mean, he was an unbelievable footballer, but just
It was
incredible.
it was great. But they put out a list for some reason in the paper a few years ago, the 25 top alumni of all time.
And you're on the list.
Why do you think he's telling the story?
Well, he could have been whinging that he wasn't on the list.
No, I was. I got on the and it's disgraceful, really. But you've got Rhodes Scholars.
Who? Yeah,
I think there's a couple of war heroes on there. You've got Wallabies, obviously.
Well, you get up at dawn.
Yeah, I do get up early.
any prime ministers or premiers or
There's politicians on
there'd be
there. There's
industry leaders.
It's an
Yes.
impressive list.
Yeah.
Rock stars like Pete Murray. It's an impressive. Flats is on it. Elton Flatley's
Yeah.
on it. But literally a Rhodes Scholar, at least one Rhodes Scholar. A Supreme Court judge. Like I'm talking the highest of high in society.
And Luttsy.
And me. But the great thing is, like in my year, no one even got close other than me. So every reunion, it's just me being a complete tool, just going up to Nikki Dowling, going like, "Did you make the list, mate? What list? The list, the 20, and then I've got it ready on my phone, like the 25 greatest alumni of all time." And it's just, even though they sort of say, "Oh, you're a wanker,"
Were you popular
they're
at
also
school?
pretty no.
No, so this is like your...
I was like middle of the road, the absolute personification of middle of the road.
So
at
you're
school.
Romy and Michelle. This is your high school
Yeah.
reunion post-it note flex.
Yeah, it's a flex. I've gone.
Have
sort
you
of
ever arrived
upwards.
via chopper?
No, but I mean, it's.
You should.
I probably will to the next one.
that'd
Yeah.
be a gangster move.
Do it.
Yeah.
Can we come?
Yes, yes, you can.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, Saturday Night Live had its 50th anniversary
Yes.
celebration over the weekend. Yesterday we played a couple of snippets. We had Will Ferrell singing Kendrick. Mm-hmm. And what else was there? It's Gaga as well.
Yeah, and Post Malone as well. Did Nirvana.
Now, did you send that through to the breakfast group, the Ryan Reynolds bit?
Yeah, another bit that I saw yesterday afternoon. So I don't even know what it was in relation to. They had obviously Tina Fey and Amy Poehler, obviously, long term, but now alumni of SNL. And it was like they're doing a Q&A. And there's just like littered with famous people.
I think
Chockers.
the initial joke was that they were just doing it for people that didn't quite make any of the other skits.
Right, okay.
Because they had like the guy from Mad Men, John.
John Hamm.
Yeah, and then a couple like Ray Romano. And like,
Yeah,
as
okay.
if they were just going, "Hey, we're just acknowledging you because we couldn't fit you into the show."
Yeah.
I think it was the same bit then when they went on with Ryan.
Yeah. And he so he gets spoken as if he's like put his hand up in the middle of an audience to ask a question.
I have a question.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds. Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Now, do we see Blake Lively's face after that line?
Yes.
Because we do.
So is she acting, or is that like?
Because she kept it straight, didn't she?
Oh no,
Did
she looked a
play
bit shocked.
Yeah, shocked / horrified come the end of it. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I think she was playing along.
I don't think there's any chance in the world that they sprung that on
No.
her.
How good was that delivery from him?
Yeah.
Like that couldn't have been any better.
Great.
How he said it.
What do you heard?
Ryan's fighting back.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
good,
'Cause
right?
he's fallen.
Yeah, and that's the first time I've actually heard him
speak since it all blew up.
It's just been, Ryan Reynolds is involved.
Yeah, same here.
His brand.
And the longer he stays quiet and doesn't front foot it, the guiltier he becomes in my head.
I know.
Like, what's he hiding?
Yes.
What's going on?
Yeah, somehow this has cleared him of it just by getting involved. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
At least he's acknowledging it. Yeah.
He's easily forgiven, Ryan.
Yeah, exactly.
He's one of those guys. Oh, he's fine now.
Yeah.
He's just got trouble with the missus.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I see President Trump. By the way, we're heading out to where the Billie Eilish camp is on a little bit later on. Nick's going to head out there and talk to these people. Find out, is it for the mosh pit? Is it for the merch?
And she must have got off the plane. There's a picture of in the paper with overcoats, hoodies, tracksuit pants. Going,
I
holy
laughed
crap, it's
so-
hot. It's hot in
I
Brisbane.
laughed so hard. I was saying to the boys that is the least camouflage you could ever be in Brisbane
I know.
Airport. Hello, outsider.
Stick out like the
It's
proverbial.
32 degrees out. You should be wearing your pluggers.
She looks like she's heading for the ski slope, doesn't she?
That's crazy.
Yeah, she looks like she's ready to go snowboarding.
Yeah, and you're so right, Nikki. That in itself would be.
Which one's Billie Eilish?
Everyone would be like,
That
"Who's
one."
that person?"
Who's that?
Still wearing a mask.
And it kind of looks like Billie Eilish. Like when you look
It is.
at, even though you can't see
Yes.
one bit of her, you look at it and you
It's
went.
Billie Eilish.
When the Courier Mail put a thing up yesterday saying celebrity star spotted masked in Brisbane, they showed the picture and you just like, oh, it's Billie Eilish.
It's so obviously Billie Eilish. Anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to Nick's heading out there. We're going to find out about that at 7 o'clock. But one of the things that caught my eye this morning was President Trump. He's been at the Daytona.
Velodrome?
Yeah, at the Daytona.
Yeah, I saw that.
500.
How rock and roll.
First of all, he got what's the plane that is it Air Force One?
Mm-hmm.
Air Force One.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
his plane.
His plane, the presidential plane. That did a low flyover of Daytona to begin with, and then when he's rocked up, he's gone to the race, and he brought the president's limo onto the track, and they burnt a couple of laps on the track.
Like, why not?
Yeah.
You can. I love how he does all the things that other presidents wish they'd done. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go around the velodrome in my limo.
Just to
Bugger it.
Just going to sport events is something he's doing that no one else has ever done, it seems.
He's just turning up.
Do you know he was the first president to go to a Super Bowl?
That's insane to me.
I couldn't
That's
believe
insane.
that.
That's like their national league. Or is
Yeah.
baseball the national league? Which one?
Well, they're
NFL or
both.
baseball?
Take your
They're
pick.
both that and basketball as well. Like you
Oh,
just
yeah.
figure that's the type of thing that the presidents go to. Although traditionally, when there is a prime minister that goes to like an NRL grand final, and I don't think it even matters.
I've been to one with one.
Yeah, but I don't think it matters what
Albanese.
party you're from. Like whether you
No, it's booze all round.
It doesn't matter who you are, what party you represent. You're getting booed at the NRL grand final.
Hey, no, hang on. Didn't one of our prime ministers do a shoey or something? What did they do? Was it Bob Hawke? Bob Hawke did something a bit
Oh, the
legendary.
cricket he used to do that.
He sculled a beer.
But that was after he was. That was
He was no
years
longer
after he was.
PM.
I mean, I'm even reckon when he was in power. You know, he got cheered for the America's Cup when he said, you know, anyone who doesn't, any boss who doesn't, blah blah blah, is a bum.
Yeah.
he was probably the one, maybe the exception to the rule.
But didn't he start the tradition of sculling a beer when he was the prime minister?
Oh, probably. Yeah, I forget. Yeah,
I
I'd say he probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
And it
that sort of
became
bloke.
his gimmick. Like
Yeah,
all
yeah.
through
Seriously.
retirement, they put him up
When
on the
did
big
Bob
screen.
Hawke first scull a beer?
I bet there's events he would go to every year that my family would go to as well. He was like the patron for this, golf charity event. And
Yeah.
like the poor bloke, he'd get the cart around, like he couldn't walk that well. But you'd get him up on stage, someone would hand him a tall beer. Oh, I mean, he could still neck it,
Yeah.
mid-80s, whatever he
not
was.
far away from me when he died.
No.
He was still smashing that. I think
Still
he did
partying.
the cricket one year.
Yeah.
Wasn't that long ago.
No.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Funnily
Need
enough, that
more of
doesn't come up in Google.
Should do.
Yeah.
How long after do you think before they stopped getting the booze? Like at what stage do you think, maybe Julia Gillard can go to Melbourne Cup and put some champagne in the heels or something?
Yeah, I think she wouldn't get booed anymore. She actually did some good things. Aside from poor elocution, she did good things. She did.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining and exquisite events at Emporium Hotel South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre.
The only way to farewell summer. Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne's end of summer party.
I'm chasing paradise with
If you haven't got a ticket yet and you're thinking about what would I wear, hop on our Insta page now because the photos are live. I repeat, the photos are live.
Nice.
They've been vetted by Nikki,
Yes.
given the green tick, necessary adjustments made, and now they're public.
Boobs up. Face wrinkled. Ironed.
Ironed.
Ironed, not
Yes.
wrinkled.
Boobs up. Well, they've literally lifted your boobs, you reckon?
Well, I can do that. What? It's an app called Facetune. You can lift your boobs up.
I thought you were about to say it was your party trick, but
Yeah, well, there's that too.
see. Double the chances to score your invite, so you can jump on board the Nova Player, register your interest. You want to come along, so we got another chance coming up later. Not too late to score them today. Tina out of Wellington points. First one through this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Now, before we address anything else about the party, Luttsy, have you got the sheet in front of you? Do you want to just have a quick look down to
please don't.
the third question
No.
that we...
Specifically relating?
Yep. Which celebrity...
Which celebrity would you want to take to a summer soiree and why? The answer is Ashley Bradnam.
Oh,
Don't tell my husband there is something sexy about his voice. I'll hand it over to you at this point, Ashley.
thank you. Who are we talking to? Tina out of Wellington.
He wasn't
What's going on?
He wasn't even listening.
We meet again, Ash. We meet again.
Oh, where did we meet the
Get the
first
dump
time?
button ready.
Oh, no, I thought we'd go to pre-recording before this. I'm still on the spot.
Where did we meet?
Just on the Halloween cruise.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
I do remember Tina. Yes.
And-
Oh, you dressed as Tina?
The Missing Keys. And I got to hang out with you in your sexy wig on the couch. And,
That's
yeah,
right. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
I said way too much. I had too much liquid courage.
Yeah, no, you did. You came up to me at the end of the night.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
and then, the next morning I realised you don't drink. And I was like, that's it. I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah, I remember it all, Tina. I remember it all.
I'm
Reunion.
dying all over again.
Oh, yeah, never again. It's on next Thursday.
We're doing it again.
Yes, ding, ding.
I know my friend yesterday from the group said, hey, who's going to enter? I was like, I'll give it a crack. And then this morning I'm like, oh, God, I forgot this part of it.
Yeah, okay. All right, Tina.
But it's definitely
we're on.
your voice.
Round 2 next week.
Definitely sounds amazing, guys. Appreciate it.
All right, if you want to jump on with the Nova Player app, register your interest, you could be scoring our next batch of tickets, and you can experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining, and exquisite events at Emporium Hotel South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Blair Athol or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Our boy Nick
Yes.
on the street.
Now, the word got out yesterday that since about 10 o'clock yesterday, they reckon people have started camping out for the Billie Eilish concert tonight. I was like, oh, or maybe it's 4 or 5 people.
Yeah, you
It's-
get
well,
that sometimes, don't you?
I've seen some vision this morning, Nick. It looks more like there's about 200 people that are camped out there at the moment and dressed as Billie Eilish, it would seem.
Ash, it's for as far as the eye can see, and I swear Billie could be hiding in line. You wouldn't know. Gen Z have absolutely nailed their Billie Eilish cosplay this morning, and well, look, it's a different kind of audience. Now, I was coming down here thinking we'd razz them up, get them chanting, but they're all peacefully, serenely asleep. I mean, it is actually a big tick for Boondall. It's very nice out here. It's like a wonderful campground.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see how it goes
The
for
serenity.
a show, but. So I'm here now. Again, guys, we're not going to chant because I've got a bloke sleeping like on the floor
Wake
right
him
now.
up.
No, no.
It's 7 o'clock. It's wake-up time, isn't it? Hey, by the way, have they got tents set up, or what is the situation? Have they
we've
fully
seen
camped out sleeping bags, like out in the open, or what's going on?
A very makeshift sleeping bags. We've got blankets, doonas, pillows, a couple of tents a little bit further down, but they're all respectful. We've got numbers on the hands. I'm here. I mean, this group's called themselves the 80s. I'm here from numbers 87 to 89. I mean, their real names are Taylor, Charlie, and Izzy. They're here in their camp chairs. They've got their blankets. First of all, how much have we slept in the last night?
Like 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half.
Are you going to get some at least at some point today?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Nick.
So yes.
What are they waiting for?
Yeah, why are they there so early?
Well, it's actually a good question. You guys told me you
Well,
got
it's the obvious
here
question, mate.
midday yesterday. But why so early? Why come so early to see Billie?
Because she's like one of our favourite artists, and we want to get on the barricade because she does a little barricade walk, and we want to touch her hand. Like,
So
I've
on
already
the
done it once
barricade.
before, but I want to do it again.
What is the barricade?
So the barricade's up the front. So you're rail riding at the front. So you've touched Billie Eilish before during this. What was it like? Have you washed that hand since?
Yes, it was like 3 years ago, but
Oh, it's still there. You never forget. You never forget. Now, you guys, you've obviously taken work and school off respectively. Are we going to mention the workplace where we are? So what about you, Izzy? Where do you work?
I work at Zarafas down in the Gold Coast.
Well, Zarafas are good friends of ours here at Nova. Zarafas, if you're listening, you might want to come by and see all of Billie's fans here. First of all, what is the name for Billie Eilish fans? What do you refer to yourself as?
What is it?
We don't know. Yeah.
Probably
Tired.
A tired is a collective of Billie Eilish fans. Well, yeah, we're going to refer to this little suburb here just for today as Billawara. This is
I like that.
We
Billawara.
like that a lot.
Boondall also would.
And for everyone
Billy
here, because,
Boons.
well, we can do that. We can roll with that.
Hey, Nick, I got a question, mate. If you just interrupt briefly. There's 4 concerts at Boondall between now and the 22nd. Now, they've got tomorrow night as well. Then there's a day's break, and then there's the following day again. Presumably, some of these people are double dipping. Are we talking this is going to be a campsite there for the next 5 days? I mean, what's going on?
Absolutely. No, you're spot on. We've already heard there are people pretty close to the front of the line here who are actually camped for tomorrow's show already. They're not here for today's show. They're here for the next one.
What?
Yeah.
And you mentioned a number
love
system.
Billie Eilish.
Like, have they just incorporated this system? Have they invented it? Is this the sort of the mob galvanising together and going, okay, we're starting, are they, because they're obviously able to hold their place in the campsite. Are they spending the entire day there, or can they come and go?
So I'll go, Charlie. What are the guys doing here? Did you guys come up with the number system? Is there security, or do you work together? Is Gen Z just the most respectful group we've ever met?
There are some people that tend to push in, but typically the starters of the line get wristbands and right numbers for everyone.
Okay, so you
Right,
guys
so they
have
run it.
power. Yeah, they run it. They decide who goes to the bathroom when and not.
They
Who gets to
self-run
sleep
this?
when. They do shifts.
that's
Yeah,
what she
absolutely.
It's so
Yeah,
controlled.
Isn't it? It's very impressive.
You get there first, you sort of run it.
Back in our day, it was like a scrum and an ankle tap.
Yeah, no, right.
What? Who are these people?
Yeah, so there's no chance of someone just rocking up at like 7 o'clock tonight and pushing their way to the front of the line.
You could. You'd be bigger than a lot of them, Ash. That'd be
Ash,
a good look, wouldn't it?
I might give it a go.
They seem peaceful now, but they're off 2 hours sleep now.
Yeah.
If they get angry,
They're going to crash. They're going to crash, mate.
If you get between Taylor and Billie Eilish, I'm scared to think what she'll
I
possibly
wouldn't do it
now,
to them.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't do it. Now, I do have something to help excuse them from their places of work and school today, because this is far more important. We've got official, you guys have all signed off on it, legal, we're busy all night.
Yes.
We've got the official documentation, our Nova official permission slips, letting you all off from school or work. Take this to your employer. Tell them to get absolutely stuffed. This is far more important. Now, this is also valid all weekend as well. So even if you go to the show tonight, you need 3 days just to relax and do whatever you need to do. Yeah, you got the next day off. So I'll just read this out here. Dear sir or madam, please excuse, here we are, Taylor, Charlie and Izzy from work or school today. They had to queue ridiculously early for Billie Eilish's concert to get a good spot and subsequently used for our radio show for content. We appreciate your understanding. Should you have any questions, please do not contact Nova because we don't care. Signed, Ash, Luttsy and Nikki, and also signed by Voodoo. Good to know you use your official signature here, Ash.
That's my stage name. Yeah.
So you're handing them out, are you?
Yeah, we're going to hand these out to people online, make sure that they're officially safe, and legally their schools and workplaces can't get them. These are the new reforms.
Sweet. They're sweet.
This is unprecedented.
I don't think we've ever seen it before.
This is crazy.
There's some big acts that have come to the Ent. I've never seen the camp out before.
I think we only camp out usually for protests, don't we?
That's it.
Yeah.
This is like a music protest.
It's like a friendly, positive camp out.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny when we send Nick out. It reminds me of the old mother-in-law joke. I haven't spoken to my mother-in-law in 18 months. I'd hate to interrupt her.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I'm smarter than who?
The Brighton Answer deal is here, with one lucky person winning $100,000 off the price of their new home every month. Drop into your nearest Brighton display home today.
Yana out of Margate. Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. It says you're a scientist. What type of scientist are you?
I'm a respiratory scientist. I do breathing tests.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's leading the way at the moment? What's coming down the pike in the respiratory world?
Not much. I don't think much has changed in the last probably 10 years.
I feel like you should have a different answer for that.
What's the key message?
Yeah.
Keep breathing?
Yes.
Yeah, keep breathing.
God. Class dismissed.
No, you did more than that.
Sorry.
I feel like there should be more to that. Mitch, can you give me a pronunciation check? I've just had a quick look at the questions there, Yana.
I'm sure you're doing some good work too, Yana. But,
okay.
But, I don't realise,
There's a doozy for me first
you
up.
don't want to spill all your cookies here on Nova, do you?
keep talking, Luttsy.
The amazing stuff that you're doing in the world of respiratory scientific exploration. What about those things that I've seen people blowing in them and there's a little ball bearing? That's supposed to help with stuff. Do they work?
Yeah, they're good. They're very good.
Yeah. Yana, why am I leading this chat? You're the
I
scientist.
was just getting pronunciation. All right, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
Good luck, Yana, scientist. You may be the first scientist we've had on the show.
Certainly first respiratory scientist.
There's no
Probably,
question.
yeah.
No question
Bit
about
of a
that.
niche market.
30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts now. A diphthong affects which organ of the body?
Digestive system.
Kendrick Lamar is in a public feud with which Canadian rapper?
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
Gold Coast United and New Zealand Knights are former teams from which competition?
Soccer.
Saturday Night Live just celebrated how many years on TV?
30.
What is 71 times 4?
I don't know.
That's right. You ran out of time.
Ran out of time.
You've gone the distance. I don't even know if I wasn't even listening properly, but I'll take soccer as a legitimate answer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. Look, I put it down as a tick because we know exactly what
other soccer
our learned scientist was referring to.
100%. Yeah. I don't feel like you weren't breathing well enough then, though.
Yeah, I know. I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah, you got flustered.
Yeah,
I mean, you
come
didn't
on.
even take your own advice.
I know.
Is this your first time playing?
It is, yes.
Okay.
That happens sometimes.
Oh, well, there'll be no pantsing, Yana.
Okay.
And there's some cool stuff in the cave as well.
And we got a brand new GIMP. Now, this is a debut performance from Valerie and Jesse with the GIMP.
Why don't you come on over, Gimp? Bring in the Gimp. Bring in the Gimp.
Oh, I love that.
Bring in the Gimp.
Sorry, that was Jesse
was
singing Valerie.
Yeah.
It wasn't Valerie and Jesse.
I love that song so much. You know why?
It's a great song.
I danced to it on Dancing with the Stars.
that'd be
Sorry
good.
to keep harping
Did you
on
do
it.
the
Just seems
cha-cha
be-
to that, or is that more a tango?
No, this was the quick step
Of course it
in a
was.
big yellow frock, and I was just the happiest ever.
Did you say hi to Yana's kids, by the way?
No, Yana's
They're not
kids
there, right?
are at home.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Yana, she's from Margate.
That's why I didn't bring it
That's
up.
Margate's Sandgate way, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
no,
Redcliffe. Is that Redcliffe?
Yeah, my old hood.
Out on the peninsula.
Yeah, near Woody Point, near Humpy Bones.
Now listen,
Just over the Hornybrook Bridge.
where's the fish joint out there?
Morgan's. That's in Scarborough.
Scarborough.
Yeah.
That's a good spot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
The Veronicas used to go there all the time.
Did they?
Go and get some chips, get some prawns.
We used to go to the Montezumas with Veronica's.
Yeah, we did, not all the time.
Yeah.
Did it once though, didn't we?
Yeah.
At Kedron, not there anymore, it's a service station.
Did ever, one Veronica not show up, so you just went out with the Veronica?
No, there was
No, we always went out with both. Then we had a falling out. Anyway, let's get into it. Nikki, 30 seconds on the clock.
Okay.
30 seconds on the clock. And your time starts now. A diphthong affects which organ in the body?
Throat. No, tongue.
Kendrick Lamar is in a public feud with which Canadian rapper?
Drake.
Gold Coast United and New Zealand Knights are former teammates from which competition?
Soccer.
Saturday Night Live just celebrated how many years on TV?
50 years.
What is 71 times 4?
284.
Stop the clock. Wow.
Good math, I think. I think you worked
I'm
out.
tired.
You must have worked it out the
There's
same way I
nothing-
work it out because you took exactly the same amount
Yeah, I
of time
take the
took
zero
it out.
off and then I.
That's
yeah.
not how I work it out.
Oh.
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah.
I go 7 times 4 and then.
No, I go times 2 and then double it.
Either way, I'm amazed I got there.
I think you did.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that, but that was very impressive. And how long did Nikki have left on the clock there?
2 seconds.
That'll be enough. That'll be enough.
2 seconds, and
Yana went the distance.
She used her time. Now, this is the one. I don't even know if I pronounced it, although I did collaborate with Mitch, and he said it's pronounced a diphthong. See the way I'm deflecting here, Mitch, in case it's wrong.
I'll take it.
Now, this is a way of speaking it and the length of a vowel sound. Is that right?
I have no idea. Diphthong affects which organ in the body?
Diphthong.
The tongue.
Tongue is correct. You
Yeah.
got that right. I've never heard of
What
a
is it?
diphthong.
3 years of vocal coaching at drama school pays off.
There you go, diphthong.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's diphthongs and triphthongs, I think. There's anyway.
Okay.
And Yana is a respiratory
Respiratory
scientist. You've never heard of the diphthong?
I have never heard of that before.
No.
Well, it's because they don't
No.
have to do Shakespeare.
1-0 Nikki. Kendrick Lamar is in a public feud with which Canadian rapper?
We've been talking about this a lot.
I mean,
Yana.
come on, Yana.
Oh, sorry, I haven't been listening enough, I guess.
It's Drake. You heard of Drake?
I have.
Okay, 2-0 Nikki. Gold Coast United and New Zealand Knights are former teams from the A-League, but you both said soccer, and
Well, I'm accepting
we've,
that.
we've agreed that is close enough.
Close enough. Excellent.
So it's 3-1. Yana's on the board. Saturday Night Live just celebrated how many years on TV? Yana says 30, Nikki says 50. We were talking about this earlier this morning as well. Yana, a little less time on the school books and a little more time tuned into Nova. Okay?
Get on the gram.
Okay.
Live on the gram like we do.
Yeah. It's 4-1, Nikki, and then 71 times 4 is 284. Nikki got that as well. That's a perfect
Wow.
score, my friend. It's a 5-1 victory, and it means tomorrow morning when we play, it will be worth $700 to
Hey,
the cave.
this is getting worthwhile.
Congratulations. That's
Oh,
amazing.
thank you.
Now, I know you're out at Margate, Yana, but I'm just going to offer you this. If not, we might have to do a phoner for this before the end of the show, because this is great. It's a double pass to Rudimental at Fortitude Music Hall tonight.
Oh, amazing.
Rudimental are amazing live, presented by Untitled Group. And for tickets and more info, you can go to untitledgroup.com.au. That's tonight at a great venue, Fortitude Music Hall. Can you go to that?
I can, thank you.
Okay, I'm going to give you that. Well done.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And because you're changing the way we live our lives through breath work, I'm also going to give you a $100 Comuna Cantina voucher. I went there on Sunday afternoon, had a couple of cocktails in the city. It is amazing there on Eagle Street, so you'll enjoy that as well. $100 voucher.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Okay.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Well, I see another Delta Airlines plane has gone belly up.
So what happened here? I'm trying to get a
So
read on
it's
it
landed,
today.
but it's really snowy.
But it's at the airport.
It's at the airport. So it's landed, I think a gust of wind has picked it up and flipped it, and then it's carried on its top.
Oh, so it landed safely, and then the wind was so strong it flipped it
Well,
up.
I think as it was making connection with the ground, it's being flipped.
But it looks like it's landed, at least the perception is it looks like it's landed near the near the gate.
Yeah,
Like
it
it's
looks-
flipped and somehow he's like, and pulled it in.
He's
where
just
people
pulled the
could get off.
handbrake
Yeah.
and spun around. And,
Really?
whoop, there you go, guys.
And so some injuries, but nothing too serious.
Nothing serious, which is why I feel like we can talk about it here because
Have you ever had a
plane flip upside down
well,
on
not that.
landing?
Nothing
I
as
have
extreme
had a
as that.
plane go sideways coming into Denver Airport, so I can see how easily this would have happened. Our plane, all the lights went out because we tried 3 times to land, and then because it was a blizzard and a gust of wind hit our plane, all the lights went out, all the baggage fell out.
You can have that.
We were sideways, so I could see how it could end up landing upside down. But my worst flight, actually, I've had a few, but there was one. I was flying back from Canada via China Air, and the plane was full, man. Like, it was full, and everyone's bags were clearly too big. And I'm looking around going, this isn't good. This does not bode well.
In the overheads, or they got between legs?
Just
yada, yada,
everywhere, just jam-packed.
Yeah.
You know, because it is known as a bit of a budget airline, so everyone's just shoving what they can in. And anyway, it was meant to be, we're flying to Taiwan. It's meant to be about a 11-hour flight, something like that. Anyway.
Decent haul.
A decent haul, but we've reached about the 11-hour mark, and everyone's watching Wallace and Gromit happily, but I'm on the wing. And I've noticed the aircon's not on anymore. I'm like, geez, it's getting hot. And then I'm hearing the engines going on and then going off. and then going on, and then going on.
And serving energy.
And then I'm like, what is... I lift my blind, where I kid you not, we're 100 metres off the sea, and I look at the map, we're hours away from Taiwan.
What?
So I'm like, what is going on here? I start
Literally
panicking.
100 metres off the sea, or it
Yes.
just seemed like that?
No. We were very close to water. And the engines were being switched on and off, the aircon being switched off. And I'm starting to panic and hyperventilate because I know this is not good. Then finally the captain, in broken English, and most people still watching Wallace and Gromit, completely oblivious, goes, due to strong headwind, we ran out of fuel. We find island to land on.
Oh, my God.
And then, so that was when a
That
few
mayhem?
people
What
clued
happen-
on.
what happens in a
No,
moment
because
like
it was the really good Wallace and Gromit. It was the
Like one of the movies.
People
maybe,
were
you
Yeah.
know.
very connected with it.
that, but I was very not connected because I was witnessing everything. And anyway, we made it to the Okinawa military base.
Oh, yes.
Where
the hell's that? Thank God it's there.
Little Japanese island, and we landed there. And then we sat there, and all the trucks came out in guys in silver suits with all the guns ready to start spraying the plane.
whatever.
But they wouldn't let us off the bloody thing because of security and everything. Anyway, a year later, I saw the exact same flight, same thing, Okinawa military base. The plane blew up because it ran out of fuel and it caught fire.
What on earth?
What the hell?
But that's just one of my stories. What was yours, Luttsy? You had one.
Oh, mine was just, it landed. I think there was might have been a fire in the wheel or something, but we'd landed, we got to the gate, but by the time we'd got to the gate, it was, okay, we needed to use the chutes, the slides.
Did you get to go slippery dipping?
No, because I was upstairs on this occasion, Nikki.
Oh.
But having said that, it was pandemonium. Like I won't even mention the airlines.
You
because
almost dropped your truffle cutter.
It was the flighties and everything.
Yeah.
Like one flighty went past me screaming, yelling one particular word over and over and over again.
F-bomb?
Yes. Like that's all she was screaming was that, like over and over.
Her training didn't kick in.
That is comforting,
I
isn't
think
it?
they did activate a slide.
Yeah.
But me and my mate Scotty, it was from Europe. It was a long haul, and the taxi thing had come out where it opens up and you walk off the gate. What do you call it? The bridge.
Yeah.
And we just went, well, we just walk off the bridge. So we just walked off the bridge, but other people went down
Meanwhile,
the slides.
economy's on fire.
Yeah, they're on the slides.
And you're like,
Yeah.
peasants.
What, you took the bridge?
We
You
took
could have
the
taken
bridge.
I would have taken the slide for sure.
Oh, I would have walked all
come
the way
on.
down into
Come on.
I
Conway.
wanted to get home. I was tired. You know.
Oh, where's your youthful
It wasn't a
spirit,
flatbed
Luttsy?
first class. It was back in the day when it was, just like the more of a lean.
Oh, no.
God.
Gross. How disgusting. That kind of treatment upstairs.
That is disgraceful.
I know.
Treatment, isn't it?
It's disgusting.
So we look for some fun stories, and Nikki,
Yeah, we're looking for some-
disasters.
Yeah, no,
but
Well, not
No
what is
floods
it?
or
It's not
anything.
close to. It's close disasters.
Close
No,
disasters.
yeah.
We don't want any casualties.
No.
But yeah, 13, 24, 10.
I got one, but
Oh,
it's
you've
not
got one?
like a close disaster though. So,
But it's a good one.
well, I don't know. It's like it was. I was flying from Nepal to Hong Kong with my mate Smithy, but it was like there was no seating allocation, so it was literally first best on, best dressed. I think it was called Air Buddha.
Billie Eilish.
Air Buddha.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were the last two on the plane, and Smithy walked down before me, and he actually grabbed an aisle seat, but the only seat that I had left was between this really large woman on the aisle, then there was a spare seat, and then next to her was a really large man. But it was where the baby carousel
Yeah,
folds
at the
down.
front. Yeah.
She was nursing her baby, but I had to sit between these two, and the baby
Oh, no.
carriage was down.
Yep.
Anyway, as soon as I sat down, I realised I'm sitting between a husband and a wife here, and I've got half of their baby like on my lap, and he's taken this seat because he didn't want to. He wanted the extra leg room. And Nikki,
Yes.
she changed the baby's nappy.
Oh, right in your face.
You would have actually vomited.
I did. I did.
Oh,
that was like
no.
I realised my mate Gell was a doctor had given me some sleeping pills. I took all of them. And I woke up at the plane empty in Hong Kong. Smithy's shaking me, going, Ash, everyone's left the plane.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Blair Athol or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Talking some close, fun, close disaster.
Yeah, nothing serious.
The fun ones.
Some fun
Or maybe
ones.
if it's in Russia.
What did you say? If it's in Russia.
If it's in Russia.
Oh.
A couple of casualties.
Far enough away.
Yeah, a long way away.
Yeah, we don't know anyone.
Not just Russians. I mean, you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, closer to Ash's one, we had a nightmare with the passengers and you were in front of a baby being changed. You remember, we don't need to name names. There was someone who used to work with us. I think we were coming back from some radio awards down in Sydney or Melbourne, Nikki, and I don't know whether it was just before they got on the plane, but she's had a breakup with the boyfriend, got on the flight from Sydney, and then for some reason couldn't land in Brisbane. They had to go to like Townsville or Rocky, and then they were parked, out there on the runway
Tarmac.
for hours before they weren't allowed to get off either.
Oh, they went to they were still travelling together.
They're
Yes.
still seated next to each other, fresh off a breakup, and then we're stuck on the same flight together for like 9 hours or something.
It's amazing how many people that
Hungover.
happens to as well. People often break up on holiday because there's flashpoints, usually
Yeah.
alcohol induced.
Yeah. It was the night
why
after the
did you
Acras,
save
so-
me when I was drowning? That
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
That'll do it.
And then they break up before the flight. You can't do that. You can't do that. You just hold on to
Baggage
that
carousel.
resentment.
Baggage carousel once you've got
Yeah,
your bag.
So hold on to your baggage and then let it fly
Yes.
once you're ready to just get out of the building.
Yeah.
All right, so we go
Totally.
to Ross out of Bald Hills. Ross, mate, it was technically meant to be flights. It says here that you've got a cruise ship. I'm debating whether we go ahead with this or whether we reject it. What say you, David? Should we take it?
I
He's here.
want to hear
Let's
about
take
Ross's
it.
ship.
We've
All
got
right.
several callers trying to get in, but we'll take this.
What say you, Ross? What happened?
My wife and I were on a cruise from Sydney to Hawaii, and there was an East Coast low off Sydney. And middle of the night, 12:30, we had an ocean view cabin, like a 1 square metre porthole. And middle of the night, we were in bed asleep, and the porthole broke and totally flooded our cabin with water, literally to the ceiling.
Oh, no. Did you think you were in like a Titanic remake, or did you think it was just you?
Something like that. We found out there was another cabin, the same thing happened as well, the ones next door.
Well, were you at water level, or how was the water getting
underneath?
Well, we found out the next day from the captain that the peak wave that they had that night was 16.8 metres.
Wow.
And the strongest wind gust was 90-odd knots, so that's about 180 kilometres an hour.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my word. I'm surprised you hadn't filled up your cabin with vomit in those conditions.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
So
exactly
what happened? Did you get upgraded? Or did you just have to swim for the night?
We were a bit traumatised and all of our stuff got wrecked, but we got off in Noumea, but they gave us a replacement cruise later in the year and we got treated like royalty on that.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
don't you love it when they make amends for trying to drown you in your sleep? That's
I didn't
good.
try to.
It worked out well for
It did.
Ross in the end.
It's a lovely ending. It's a well-shaped
Yes.
story.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Luttsy's Dream Reader. Any dream will
Oh, we thank you for the entries that are coming through on the Nova Player app. Those that are a little bit confused about their dreams, Luttsy, and they've come to the Dream Reader.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Good to have you on board once again.
We have James from
Who we
Mitchelton
got
on the line.
I can't see
David.
the screen. Hello, James. How are you, mate?
I'm good. How are you guys going this morning?
We're all right,
Good,
James.
thanks, James. Where have your dreams been taking you, mate?
Yeah, weird places. And I'm calling because I need some help. I don't know what they mean.
Yeah, that's okay, buddy. Just give me as much detail as you can. Is it one specific dream where you're getting a series of them? What's your...
No, it's just the one.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, so it's kind of a lost and found situation. I was standing with a group of other people, and there's a lot of pairs of trousers on the table, and this woman is going through them, and she's looking through everyone's trousers, and she says to me, "Oh, let's find your pair." And then in the dream, in my mind, I was like, well, but I already have mine. And I didn't tell her that, and she just kept looking for mine. And then I woke up.
So, like, you're in like a garage sale kind of thing, or is it like you're lost and found somewhere?
So it could have been a garage sale.
So you had pants on,
Trousers.
I think I did, yeah.
but this lady continues to look for your trousers.
Yes. But I didn't say anything. I didn't say stop.
Yeah, right. Have you only had this dream once, or do you have it? Is it a recurring?
No, I just had it once, just the other day.
And do you remember? Did you later remember any sort of more details to it, or is that pretty much it?
No, that's it. I just kept replaying the same thing. Yeah, no.
It's interesting. It sounds like you didn't know anyone in the dream. You didn't know the lady. No one. You didn't know.
No, I didn't know anyone who was standing around this table either. No.
I think that's an interesting one. The fact that you don't know anyone is interesting. I think the meaning of this is pretty clear, but I don't know what it translates to, what area of your life. For me, that dream is a stock standard. What more do you want from me? Like, it might be a work thing. It's like the trousers represent something. You're already dressed. You're already ready to go, and someone's going, no, we need something else from you. We're looking for the trousers. Like, that is a what do you want from me? I'm giving you all I can, and you're still not happy with me.
It's all I've got.
Yeah, this is all I've got. I've got it all here.
Right.
So I don't know whether that's a work thing where you got some sort of frustrations around work. That's a frustration dream around a relationship or work, or maybe friends that you feel like you're giving more to your friendships than you're getting back.
I'd say that would be work, actually.
Yeah, okay. I honestly think that's the one then, James. I reckon it's for you, and I don't know what the answer to it is, whether you've just got to maybe have a conversation metaphorically with that lady saying, I'm wearing my pants, so stop trying to find my other pants.
Luttsy, do you think there's anything in the fact that he's using the word trousers? Like it's not pants or jeans or anything like that, it's trousers.
Yeah, like dressy? What are to you, what are trousers, James?
Yeah, what are trousers?
Yeah, maybe like dress pants, like what you'd wear to work.
Yeah, there you go. So that's work. That's very much work. But that can happen, and you could be working on a trade site, or you could be. It doesn't matter. The metaphor there is trousers being, basically a work, how we perceive.
That's what he's saying.
Going to work.
It sounds
right?
like he's showing up and doing his job, and it's going unnoticed.
That's it. So that's frustration.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Okay, well, that's it. How you answer that is, I guess, again, metaphorically, you've got to find a way to tactfully let people know that, I'm doing what I'm doing. Let me be me, because James is good, all right?
Yeah, thank you for your counsel.
Thank you, James. James from Mitchelton.
And lay off the cheese before bed.
What?
Cheese before bed. Bye, James. No, cheese before bed gives you weird dreams.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
What type of cheese?
Just rich cheese, like,
Really?
a cheese platter, yeah.
Really?
It's globally known that if you have rich cheese before bed, you have really weird dreams. But it still probably highlights some disbalance in your life.
What, rich cheese?
No, just the weird dreams.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, what a weird way of him realising that he's doing more than he should at work and they're not noticing it.
Yeah. But it's good because it manifests into something, like it's bringing it to a fore for him that he couldn't find it any other way. That's where dreams can be magical, Nikki.
Lutsy's Dream Reader.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Experience boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining, and exquisite events at Emporium Hotel South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre.
The only way to farewell summer. Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne's end of summer party.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
Just over a week away now, Thursday week, in fact.
Oh, got to make sure I'm match fit.
It'll be our first look at you, Nikki, in party mode.
Yes.
What does match fit
No
mean
pressure.
to you?
Match fit means well slept and ready to, do my stretches so I can dance and have a few beverages.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
And you're a dancer, are you?
Oh, I
She's
like
a dancer.
I'm a dancer.
You're a dancer.
Well,
you are a dancer.
She was on Dancing with the Stars.
You're on Dancing with the
That doesn't
Stars.
mean you're a dancer.
Yeah, but Mum said you were really good.
I love your mum.
She said you should have won and you came fourth.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
She actually
Nikki says that as well.
I do.
Mum said...
Ad nauseum.
Mum said, I don't know who could have beaten her. That's what she said, because you were great.
Who did beat you? Who-
Common sense.
Let's not go into names.
Well,
Because she clearly hates them all.
no, who got you? Who was the winner of your year?
Lisa McCune. It's hard to beat a Golden Logie winner. Like, how do you...
No, I hate her.
You should set up a rematch.
You know why I hate her even more? Because she's nice.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Oh, that gets you.
But she's had enough in life. She won gold Logies.
I know, she just keeps
What
winning
more does she
everything.
need?
Oh.
We'll get a rematch. We can get a rematch going. We can
she's
make
a
things like
dancer.
that happen.
Yeah, yes.
Bridget out of Tingalpa, you're coming along. You're
Thank you so much.
officially invited.
Yay,
Thank you,
Bridget.
that's amazing.
Have you
Thanks,
been?
guys.
Have you been onto our Insta page to have a look at our photos?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So, what's your idea for what you're going to wear?
Yeah, I don't know,
What are you
something,
thinking? What are you thinking?
I'd like to see what the
some,
girl...
maybe something like those Slim Aarons.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking
Yeah.
at that right now. The yellow girl, as I think she's known.
I like that.
Wearing
Yeah.
the... what do you... Explain that to me.
Well, it's a... well, it's a top and pants.
But what do you,
bell-bottom
yeah,
pants.
but what do you call that top?
You
That's
can
like
see
a-
the belly button.
Well, yeah, it's a midriff.
Yeah.
It's like a 60s
Yeah, the
pantsuit,
style.
missing the middle
Those
bit.
straight pants.
But
sort of
basically,
deal.
if you wear yellow, you're winning.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, that's
Slim
right.
Aarons always has yellow, blue, and red, all the primary colours. That's what he whips out in a photo shoot.
I saw some blue Slim Aarons yesterday. Caught my eye, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah, you saw the naked bikini girls on
Yeah.
the steps of the bathing pavilion.
Yeah, that's what he was because he brought it over to show me.
That's right.
That's how you
And I
get
had a
men
look.
interested in art.
Oh,
Yes.
Slim Aarons.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's all sexy. It's great.
It's sexy as.
And don't be afraid to show off the belly button.
Oh, no. I feel like you've made that point 2 minutes ago, but
Yes.
you're doubling down?
Yeah, I just want to make sure the message gets out there. Well, that's the look, isn't it, Mitch?
Yep. I'll look
Oh, what are you
up,
bringing him in?
Oh,
I don't know.
You can't
No.
even see his belly button. It's covered in fur.
Yeah, I won't let you down next week.
With the brown
mate.
sugar on top.
Yeah.
What?
Just keep distancing yourself from this conversation, Bridget. You're doing the right thing.
Bridget,
but we will
I'm so
see you.
sorry. They just get carried away and
Belly
they
button
tell
chat.
all these rude jokes, and you're sitting there on the
it's not
line.
rude. It's pro belly
you will,
button.
and you will be
Yes.
seeing Mitch's belly button at the party. It's guaranteed.
If you're
That's
lucky.
a promise, Bridget.
That'll get me up on the dance floor.
Oh, a good drum anyway.
We'll see you next Thursday. Boutique luxury accommodation, exceptional dining and exquisite events. It's all at the Emporium Hotel, South Bank, Brisbane's cultural epicentre. Jump on board the Nova Player app and you could be the next to take home the tickets.
And if you haven't heard the big news, Smarter Than Who,
Good news.
brand new car that we'll be giving away. A BYD Shark
that's
6. We inspected it yesterday. It is unreal. And your chance to get a ticket into that draw and $600 is coming
And
up
I'm
after the
not
news.
feeling very sharp.
Oh,
today.
dear.
Don't say that.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, Reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Blair Athol or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.